cause some disaster or sort of do some bad things, in life. Use it to, and when it comes to distraction, spiritual means and physical means are used. I've said it before. It's easy to destroy. It's easy to kill. Everybody can do that. So it is not marvelous. It is not wonderful to realize that, or to live your life thinking that, oh, God can kill you. So you are. Even a man can kill you. A man can kill you. So don't let it be frightening when you are told that God can kill your life. God can destroy you. It is the easiest thing ever in the human life. A little child, I saw it with my own eyes looking at YouTube. A little young boy of about 12, 15 years, cutting the head of a big man, an older man who is old to be his father. Because the other people, the strong man, has laid him down and he cut the head like that. He just took it like a chicken. But even apart from that, you are standing there, a child can be behind you and use a knife or use a gun. In Liberia, there was a war in Liberia where little children were holding guns that were taller than them. You will see a 5 years boy or a 6 years, 7 years boy holding a Beretta, a gun which is longer than the child. And he's using the gun, shooting older people. It's easy to kill. It's easy to take life. So if you are being frightened of the world coming to an end and God will take your life and God will kill you, that's the easiest thing. So it shouldn't frighten you. Because God can create. A man cannot create human beings. That is the most toughest and the most strangest and the most thing that really should make you see the greatness and the power, the omniscience of God, the sort of the knowledge of God. This is something which you cannot compete with. This is something that should jiggle your mind to sort of get you awakened and say, wow, this is something, that we have not been able to achieve. That makes him who he is. The idea, if you know God or you want to know God or you want to understand God, the understanding must be put right. Because there is nothing that a human being should ever think in his little gumption or his little coconut head of his or whatever, that the score that you have beneath the score, whatever it is, whatever brain you have, whether back there, there's nothing that should let you have certain phrases like that telling you God help themselves, encourage you to make any effort to do something so that God will come and help you. It is a man, a man that when you help yourself, he will help you. It is not God. It is a man, a person, a human being that when you help yourself, he will help you. So whoever used that phrase, ironically, if it's a parent or a guardian, they will use that to let you sort of put you in a situation where you will do something so that they will do what they will help you. Because, if you're not doing anything, that person cannot do what help you. That's the whole idea, because he doesn't know how to help you. He has no idea. Even if you go to a hospital, if you don't explain the disease, the doctor will not be able to diagnose you rightly. Unless they've got the means to find out things that even when you are in coma, they can still look at your body with some machine and get to, you have to explain the type of headache you are going through. If you want a business, whatever you do, you have to give the idea of what you want to do. Then you can get the help. It's like you have to do something for the fellow man to help you, not God. It is way out of the context. People will easily take it wrongly. People normally will most of the time take it wrongly. You see, the man idea of trying to be God or acting to be God will not come out to say that he is trying to be God over you. And then he will use that statement and say, God help those who help themselves. Indirectly, he's telling you that he wants to help you. But you have to do something for yourself so that he can help you. So what is he trying to say? Is he God? Most of the time, men, people who get positions, who get something in life, they act like they are God. And in so many respects, when they die and go, those who adore them and cherish them will build statues and put it there for them. You have seen statues of people today renowned people, we'll call them, or people who have got recognition in life, or they did something in life, so that we can remember them. And we have God like them, we have put them in a God's state, by building statues and that kind of thing. Those images, even Jehovah says, such things should not be under me or above me. Don't encourage those things. But we do it anyway, because men always want to give that kind of credibility to themselves indirectly, but they have to do it in the name of God, because deep down in our heart, in their heart, in your heart, you have a feeling of knowledge that there is a greater God, and He sort of made all the things that you depend on, to sort of do the things that you do at the end of the day. But He's not here nor there, because you don't see Him. So at the end of the day, He said, when the cat is not there, the mouse becomes in charge of the house. That's how it is. And so the men, or wherever it is, as far as we don't see God or know God here or there, we have our freedom. And there are those who have really got the freedom, and they are in the headship. They are in the leading position, and they do. If probably he may be very rich, or he may be in power with the pen, or the idea that he's been elected to a place, and he sort of practices that mode of being God, and he get carried away. And sometimes you can imagine what they can do. Some decisions are way out of line, and they do it anyway, because there isn't anybody there to stop him. If he is supposed to decide to kill you or put you in prison or destroy your life, God is not going to come from anywhere to stop him. But when God comes to stop such a person, like we've seen in the stories we are reading, you understand, then it makes a difference. Even that, people will doubt. They will think that it was true, not some natural disaster. It was not necessarily God. People can doubt as far as we can doubt so much, because God has not made himself visible. So he has to make himself visible. It's a challenge for us. It's a challenge for God. It's for us to discover the truth. But until that moment, the glory and the glorification and whatever we have, it is all something that we have to live, that we are living in the confines of men, human beings, in a society. And we have to accept that is the fact that we know. That is the truth that we know. Anything above that or beyond that, which is far beyond us, we don't have to just take it in and keep dreaming. I mean, what the hell is going on here? That's completely bullshit. I don't need that in my life. I don't have to get drowned by that. But I don't rule the fact that God is there. He is there. Why he is not visible, I don't know. It's not my place to know that. It is my place to find out. How do I find out? How do I let God be God? That is what I'm pointing out to you. That's what I'm pointing out to you. So that we can know that in order to achieve that level of perfection in life, we have to stop giving excuses and credit to where it is not due. You don't go and do magical works and say the magic is coming from God, divine God. It's coming from a God, a spirit, fine. But be specific. If you are serving some sort of goat or some cow, let it be that you are serving a cow. And as of that, the cow is helping you, like the way others are doing. They are very honest about their faith. You go to China or any other places like, Africa, wherever, they don't really hide what truly they're doing. If they are worshiping, they have some image that they worship, they put it there, they do, But Christianity and Muslim and few other groups are in disguise. They are is purely in disguise. That is the thing. And that disguise consume people in idea thinking that they have the divine God. Yet the words and the text of the books denies this and sort of give them away. And they are not realizing. In fact, most people realize, most leaders, they do know. If you go to a Christian group or whatever group, I'm sure they do know. They do realize because they are intelligent enough to know. If they don't know, then I don't know what to make of them. But I'm sure they do know, they are aware. Because it's the same people who probably come out to make